This is a mic check. Mic check! I'll walk away to make sure that it's an actual mic check. Is my voice still being recorded? Would you like to walk away and speak?
I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away, oh, to find another day.
Hi, welcome to Baffle. Ugh, horrible, hated it already.
Speaking for myself, my name's Ray and we're from Baffle.
Why is hair education so strange? Why is it so confusing? Why is there a wolf cut and a butterfly cut and an octopus cut and
a hush.
A hush cut? This is because a lot of hairdressers follow trends and techniques instead of fundamentals. And that is the problem.
Well, part of the problem.
What's another part?
Way too many to list. But what baffles us about videos that are teaching us things in general can be sometimes that there isn't the clarity that's needed for it to make sense, or we see a snippet of it and then we have to kind of guess the rest. I'm baffled by this cut that I'm seeing, because to me that looks like a round layer. Is it a round layer? Is there a square layer and a round layer put together?
Squircle.
Yeah, squircle. But do you know what I mean? It can sometimes be a bit squirtle. Squircle.
What does baffle mean?
To baffle means to completely confuse, perplex, or bewilder someone. It describes a state of total incomprehension where the cause or reason for something cannot be fully explained or fully understood, which is basically why we're here.
I think baffle for us is a representation of the confusion within hairdressing education, isn't it? There's a lot of education. They're trying to make things clear by adding more words, more terminology, more sections, and that can actually just make things more confusing and more intimidating and get that old imposter syndrome settling in.
It's not through the educational people. They're not deliberately trying to make it confusing. I think it's just a really confusing world out there. So that's why we are here, hopefully, to bring a little bit more clarity with how we lead ours.
I guess it's us having this conversation because we've both had long careers, but long in the tooth.
I'm not long in the tooth. Speak for yourself.
We've been apprentices, we've been stylists, we've been managers, we've been trainers, and salon owners. So we've seen problems at all different angles right through our careers, and we see holes and curiosities everywhere. And because we both have quite curious minds, we're always asking why. Why has that system ended up like that? Why has that education ended up like that? Why has the apprentice system ended up like that? It makes us feel like we're in a position that we can actually answer some of these questions. So we're gonna work through it with everyone.
Yeah, and I think because of the reasons that we've just listed before, that is why there is a space, or we feel that there is a space for us to try and just bring a little bit more clarity and going back to the fundamentals and open up the conversation of the why a little bit deeper. We all know I love a why. Why?
Not the letter, by the way, although it's a great letter.
You can style out a good why.
What mistakes have we made? I've not made any mistakes, but Ray, I know you've made a few.
And that's what's the problem with online. People tell bogies. We all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone, and that's normal. Mistakes in what way? I've forgotten what we said. Everyone's made mistakes. As long as we are open to acknowledging that we've made a mistake, and wanting is the biggest part. Like, you need to want to understand why you made the mistake, and then be able to have the
mistakes.
Owning up to mistakes is great. It's great. And it's coming back to that why. If you understood or understand why you made the mistake in the first place, then you know how to correct it. Whereas if you go, oh crap, how am I actually meant to correct this? You didn't understand your why properly enough probably in the first place, and that's not your fault. But obviously, in terms of training, you need to want to know, to understand.
Trends are fantastic for inspiring clients. We all remember the POB. Actually, I bet a load of people don't remember the Bob.
Maybe not. It was the Posh Spice Bob.
Which was just a short graduated bob. Now you've got these little micro islands of different people and genres that have trends within their microcosm. So there's more trends than ever. And really that is to inspire clients, to get people excited and come in, but really they are for clients, and the stylist should understand the fundamentals of what they're being asked, which often don't change very much.
I think they're a really good language tool. I think trends are a language tool for clients, because it used to be magazines, and the magazines would be a nightmare because they're not hairdressers, and they would usually use words that mean something completely different in hairdressing terminology.
When someone brings you in a picture of some anime cartoon hair, this has happened in our salon.
It has. It's good. Sometimes.
Understanding the fundamentals of the haircut also allows you to say, that's not possible.
And that's absolutely fine to say, because clients don't understand the material in how it sits or how it works. Like, we'll get asked, and you'll have been asked, for a wolf cut with this hair type on this hair type.
And I think when you know the fundamentals and you know they can't have it, the opposite is true, that if you don't know the fundamentals, you think you can't achieve it because you're not good enough to achieve it, because you don't understand the underlying principles of the haircut. So now you're in a situation where you're just feeling like an awful hairdresser because you can't achieve this thing that the client really wants. So you've got to protect yourself in that.
With trends, what actually changes is the words. Usually, all of these new haircut names or new blow dries names or new trends of colour or techniques of colour, they've been done before. They're just like fashion with clothes, I think. But oh, the 90s is back. Oh, the 70s is back. Oh, a little bit of 80s with a bit of 60s is back. Oh, the 40s are back.
And everything's iterations of, it's like music. If you listen to Sam Fender, you very quickly realise he's very inspired by Bruce Springsteen, and then you listen to Bruce Springsteen, you realise he's very inspired by Roy Orbison. It's the same with haircuts. Everything's just an iteration of something that came before it. So once you realise that, everything seems a lot simpler. So in the end, we're going to be doing different modules dealing with fundamentals of learning. They're going to be online courses and things coming in the future. Our course that we do in the future would not be a replacement for a basic qualification. Make sure you get it.
You will need to have a simple understanding of hairdressing in general to grow the skills that you already have, rather than right from the beginning when you don't have any idea of anything at all.
While we're here, we'd like you guys to tell us things you're struggling with, things that baffle you on a daily basis. As we build our community, we'll be doing polls to try and find out what videos people would like us to make, but we really want to know what is baffling you.
And never ever feel like any question is a silly question, because if you don't fully understand the why, it's just that someone hasn't explained it to you fully in the first place.
Baffle is for anyone who wants clarity in the hair industry, clarity in hair education, and clarity on salon life and the industry in general. We'd like you to come with us, wouldn't we?
We would. Why you should join us is to come along for the ride and to find out all of the whys.
All of the whys?
All of them.
How many whys are there?
Many. Yeah.
That's it, isn't
it's
it?
a wrap for the first take of Baffle.
Just, this isn't in the script, but I'd just like to take a moment to say how disgusting it is filming a YouTube video. It's horrible.
It's the most cringiest.
It's absolutely horrible.
You feel like you're dying inside a little bit.
We want to die.
Like you want to scratch your insides out.
You get told, told to look in the camera. Are you in there? Are we?